What's up, everyone? We just gave birth to our new baby boy today. Everyone, Mason. This video is going to be about the first night with your newborn in the hospital. Now, with our first child, Zoe, it was terrifying. We had no idea what we were doing as new parents. But with Mason here, we do have a little more experience. After 15 months with Zoe, we are a lot more comfortable. Mommy's in the shower right now. She was able to take a nap, eat a little bit, and relax after giving birth. So now she's feeling a lot better. I'm taking care of Mason. He's already had some dirty diapers and some wet diapers, a couple feedings in, so he's been doing really well. About 8:30 p.m. right now. We'll see how the first night goes with our newborn in the hospital. Just a little rocking and he's quieted down, but I think he actually needs to feed. When your baby starts crying, actually newborns are pretty simple. It's one of two things. Either he's hungry or he's uncomfortable.
Dirty diaper.
Yep, so he either has a dirty diaper or a wet diaper. Seeing as how we just changed his diaper, it's probably not that. But it's always a good idea to double check. Case in point, he just had a dirty diaper, we changed it shortly after, then he peed. So he had a wet diaper, and he can still be uncomfortable even though you just changed his diaper literally 1 second ago.
And we did try to feed him first because we thought it was like being hungry, but he wouldn't take the nipple, so we thought we'd open the diaper and there it was.
Yeah, and if he doesn't feed or latch, well, he latched, but he might not be completely hungry right away, so we gave him about like 30 minutes and we put him back on the nipple, and guess what, he's hungry and now he's quiet. So we'll probably go through cycles of this probably every hour and a half, every 2 hours throughout the night.
Yep, and it's called the feeding marathon.
Can you talk a little more about the feeding marathon?
Oh, we really sucked the first time around with Zoe. Like, you know, like ideally you're supposed to feed the baby every 2 hours, but my biggest mistake was I was too excited having a new baby, so I didn't really actually sleep after I gave birth. And then that night, that first night with the baby, I was so sleepy, I couldn't like actually really keep up with the feeding, so probably she went on for like 6 hours without eating. And so her first meconium, which is her basically first baby poop ever, was delayed, and that was gonna like stop us from getting discharged. But yeah, that's what we learned, that you actually have to get or be really well rested after you go through labor and deliver your baby, because there's gonna be the second part of that delivery that is called the feeding marathon, where you really need to keep up with feeding.
So we haven't really had this problem with our second baby right now, Mason. He's already had 2 dirty diapers, a lot of meconium. When he was first born, right after birth, he fed a lot actually. Mommy also got some rest, and when she woke up, Mason was able to feed again, and she's just been continuously feeding him, as she just mentioned in this marathon feeding. It's kind of a good idea to have a buddy system where husband and wife will maybe take turns. Obviously with breastfeeding, mommy's the only one that can actually feed baby, but what you can do as daddy is stay awake. Mommy can still close her eyes. You can put baby onto mommy's breast and just kind of watch over baby. But as the dad, if you're on duty, it's really important you don't fall asleep, right mommy?
Yep.
And then you'll have both mommy and daddy asleep, and of course that's very dangerous. You don't want that to happen. When you're in the hospital for the first 24 hours, you have a lot of support here. So if you're ever really tired, the nursing staff is able to assist you, and you should definitely take advantage of that, because it's been a very tiring process for us already. Very little sleep today, but it's all worth it. It's a learning experience. This is our second time around, and we already feel a lot more comfortable with this. After you've satisfied all of baby's needs, diapers are changed, baby is fed, it's good to swaddle the baby. I mean, they've been inside the womb for 9 months. They're used to being kind of wrapped and being in a tight space. Otherwise, they kind of flail their arms and they kind of get startled, yeah. So it's good to swaddle them. So you just kind of wrap them up like a nice little burrito, trifold method, and then you can settle him in and put him in his crib. it's 9:30 p.m. now. It's been about an hour and a half since the last diaper change. The last one was a wet diaper. So he's peed again. Diaper change complete. And just like that, he's calm and quiet. So we'll bundle him right back up in his swaddle. Hopefully he'll get some sleep now. Which means we'll get some sleep. After 12 hours of giving birth, the nursing staff will take the baby to the nursery. If you choose to, they can also do this in the room, but they'll take the baby to the nursery. They'll wash the baby. They'll give hepatitis B vaccine.
Do some hearing testing.
Yeah, and they'll take care of all the tests that they do for the newborn, such as hearing tests. After 24 hours, then there's another series of tests that they'll do before you're able to discharge. Checking bilirubin levels is one of the tests they will do at 24 hours. Pediatrician will come and evaluate, do a physical exam on your baby. You'll set up your first week appointment to follow up with the pediatrician. OB doctor will visit mommy, do her physical exam, and check over mommy's labs, make sure everything's okay. Once everything is good, you survived your first night with your brand new baby, and you and your newborn will be able to go home. Of course, you need to have your baby car seat safely installed. You'll need that to carry the baby and set up into the car. Some hospitals require you to show nursing staff that you have it properly set up, the straps are tight and secure and properly fitted before you're able to drive off.